Hey guys, welcome to my video. This is a Photoshop tutorial on the brush tool and pencil tool. So let's get started. In order to select the brush tool, simply go here and click to select the brush tool. The keyboard shortcut for the brush tool is B. It's fairly simple to use the brush tool. It works exactly like a brush in real life. Just click and drag, and that's the way you use the brush tool. There are a couple of options here which can be used in everyday Photoshop. This first option here gives you to choose the size, hardness and the type of brush you want to pick. We'll speak about the modes later. For now, just keep the mode as normal. Now, does the opacity make a difference in the brush tool? Well, let's say for example, I make a line here. Now, I'll just go and decrease the opacity to, let's say, 50, around 50. I'll make the same line here. You see, it's become lighter. That's what it does. The transparency level just keeps increasing the more you drop the opacity. In order to change the opacity directly, just type in the desired amount of opacity. Like I'm going to type 100 and there. How does the flow affect this? Let's say I make this line here and I change the flow to, let's say, close to 20. The same line. It's slightly lighter. Now the difference here is, this is basically the amount of paint that drops out from your brush. That is why this reacts in this particular way. Go back and change it to 100. This option here gives you a chance of painting as if you were spray painting something, like sort of a graffiti artist. Now in order to see the real difference of this, I'm going to make two dots. One without the spray option on and one with it on. You see, the first without the spray is sort of darker in the middle and spreads out to be lighter and appears to be fading towards the edges, while the spray option almost spreads it evenly across. Let's just check some of the brush types. Let's say we want a design brush like this. Increase the brush size. Just click and you create a pattern. Click, you create a pattern. In this way you can choose from the number of brushes that are available here. Now there are a couple of shortcuts that you'd want to know. I suggest you write these down in order to remember them. The square open bracket key on your keyboard will decrease the brush size, while the square close bracket key will increase your brush size. If you press and hold the shift key and then press the open square bracket key, you will make the brush smoother. While if you hold the shift key and press the open square bracket key, you will make the brush harder. Now how does this differ? This side the brush is the hardest, while this is the softest. While the brush is the hardest, you will go and just click. And you see how dark this spot is? In the same way, if you make it really smooth and give a click. That is the difference between a hard and soft brush. In case you want to pick a color from your picture, just hold down the Alt key and you'll get your Eyedropper tool. Pick any color you wish and release. And you can use that color in your picture. In order to toggle between the foreground and background color, simply press X. You will toggle between the foreground and background color. Another thing to know in the brush tool is, say for example you're drawing a line. If you release your cursor and hold down the shift key, you will click anywhere, it will create a straight line to there. Now for the pencil tool. Simply go here, click and hold and select the pencil tool. Or you can toggle with Shift and B, like so. The pencil tool has exactly the same options like the brush tool. You can use the same shortcuts that I explained with the brush tool. The difference that you see when you use the brush tool and pencil tool are, the brush tool is slightly softer edges while the pencil tool has sharp edges. The way to use both of them is the same. You just click and drag and there are a number of options up here. The only different option is this auto erase option. What this does is, once you click on it, if I've drawn a line, it uses the foreground color. But if I draw back on this line, it will use the background color, like so. But when I draw again, it uses the foreground color. I have to draw on it to use the background color. If you turn this off, it has no difference. You just use it like the brush tool. Hope you guys learned something from this video. Make sure to hit the like button to show your support. Hit the subscribe button for further videos. Until next time, take care.